Hi, I'm Kelleen.
I'm Logan, and in this video we're going to talk a little bit about some simple buys that make van life a lot easier. Let's get to it.
Okay, first thing is our spice jars. They are magnetic, so we have them sticking to our fridge or anywhere that's out of sight. We do have two different sizes of them. The reason we have the larger ones is we originally bought what we thought was the small ones online, and they came to be much larger. And although that started as an accident, we found that to be so helpful. This fits about a cup of anything in it, whereas the smaller ones fit about a quarter cup, if even that. In these larger ones, we keep our nuts, chia seeds, different types of flour, as well as baking powder, things that we don't need a big container of, but you still want accessible while you're on the road in these bigger ones. Whereas with these smaller ones, we'll put things like our salt, lemon pepper, rosemary, things that we want to grab easily to use in our everyday cooking. Next item.
Silicone bags. They work great as a replacement for Ziplocs. Just have this as the seal, and you can open it up, fill it with whatever you want, freeze it, refrigerate it, boil it. These are our Tupperware, so we don't have any like cluttered plastic Tupperware.
We have several other things in the van that are silicone, so our hot pads, this thing, we
don't have a cupcake or muffin tin, so we have this poop emoji muffin.
It's collapsible and it doesn't rattle, so we can keep it in the oven without something rattling around. So even though they're poop emojis, the silicone idea is what we're going for.
They work. One thing I think is very important is a vacuum. We do like the vacuum in the van. It's nice and small, compact, holds a charge for a really long time, and they are nice to have on the road.
We have a very small space, so it doesn't take a lot to clean it up. So something like a small vacuum is really helpful in just maintaining a clean, fresh look in the van. Next helpful thing, plastic bottles. As simple as this is, these are very helpful with conservation of space.
Instead of storing these big bottles in our kitchen space, we've transferred them into these 3-ounce squeeze bottles.
This is a small amount of liquid, so obviously we do need to refill them every now and then. To do this, if you're not a full-time van lifer, you can always keep the big bottles at your house and refill them before trips. If you are a full-time van lifer, what we do is we put them in a tote or a cooler and have them in our garage somewhere where it's honestly kind of a pain to get to, but we don't need to get to them that often. Just every now and then we refill these, and then we just use these from the rest of the time out.
Another thing we have are foldable hooks. We can hang up towels, coats, or hats. And then when we aren't using them, they just fold up and we don't have to worry about them getting caught on anything.
The next thing is actually inside the van. It's our fruit hammock. We have it hanging up by our oven, bed area. This is amazing because rather than a fruit bowl which would slide around while we were driving, this, even if we hit some pretty big bumps or go over anything, it can rock back and forth. The fruit and the veggies inside won't get bruised by hitting anything. It just rocks them to sleep. As simple as it looks, the next thing we want to talk about is literally a spray bottle of water. This is a very small size, comes out in a nice mist. This we use to de-wrinkle our clothes. So some of our things that can't fit into our hanging closet, like t-shirts, and they're pretty wrinkly, so we can just use this bottle to spray on it, and then we let it hang for just a few minutes, faster if it's in front of the heater or a warm day, and the wrinkles are gone. As a van lifer, you don't want people to look at you and think, wow, they must live in a vehicle. So a simple thing to do that is to smell good and to not have wrinkly clothes.
This last item is kind of a bonus because we don't know if it necessarily applies to everyone, but it works great for us.
It's a cordless hair cutter, trimmer, clipper, bear.
Yeah, you get it. It's just like this. I like it because I can trim my beard, and I looked at to have a wife that actually cuts hair, and so if I need a trim, we got it right here.
Why I'm such a fan of it is I can cut his hair anywhere. I don't have to worry about being by a plug or being indoors somewhere.
And it makes cleanup super easy.
Hopefully you found this video helpful.
I'm going to be posting all of the links to these items in the description down below, so if you wanted to get them, that's where you'll find them.
If you have any additional items that you find helpful, feel free to comment them in the comment section. As well, if you have any questions, feel free to mention them and we'll try to get back to them.
And feel free to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel.
We'll be trying to upload more videos.